Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away! Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first.
So this is a day in the life of the Traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the look, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first off...
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. The moon, illusion. That doesn't sound right. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the... Those spaces remind me of... We've already experienced... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them. And those spaces with no human presence? Huh. So people in Sumeru... Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
That doesn't sound right.
It is the manifestation... Oh, okay. But... Is stealing everyone... Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most... In other words... So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing for... The real story is that the
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Grand Sage said, "That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think. The beep is a problem. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully... My mind feels... That doesn't sound right. We've already Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. I can't seem...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping their disembodied consciousness is placed in... No one is any the wiser as enough people wake up to yet another...
So, this is like a dream factor.
Very good, Paimon.
Okay, so...
Alright, last question.
Now that I think about it, that doesn't sound right. Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions? That doesn't sound... They say that...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can... On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more... Firstly, this dreamer... Secondly, that's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time. So whenever they wake up in this...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the
Can humans really keep dreaming?
You might say your mental fatigue, especially those whose...
People's lives are at stake.
You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality? That's why I could only give you very... I know, right? Why did they have to...
Even you don't know the reason?
The academia say, Traveler, do you have any...
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to... That doesn't sound right. Those spaces remind me... That doesn't sound right. I need... The Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of that... Could it mean... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for... After we end the Sub-Zerus Festival Samsara...
How can the sages of the Academia...
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusan? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is...
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role, so another Dunyar...
But first,
Puppets are stiff, you know.
Dunyarzad truly believed that...
Yes, I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her.
Please don't beat yourself up over... Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies.
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's... That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this... Which means, with the power of
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal, like when a server at a tab. However, the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was... Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think... Huh. That's true. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just,
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this.
Oh,
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem... I've also wondered if...
so...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to What she didn't realize was that I'm... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady, step.
That sounds like Dia! Oh. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down!
Feeling lucky today? New punching bag.
Can't see it.
A new punching.
I hear everything.
My apologies. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Take flight. Yeah.
Following orders.
Law of the jungle!
With the wind!
Let the show begin.
My apologies. Whirling snow.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick... She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around. Yeah, even if it... place! It's rude to enter. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek in. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote, even though she was also... She must have wanted to give this to us if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know... Hey! Where are you off to? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an invest. The Grand Sage has already granted.
Oh.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been... Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves... So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said.
Yes. The greater...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the one...
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct?
Yeah. What's going on here? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But Anita, it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real body Saras. So when you saw the flowers, but if we want to, how should we make Nilu?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
together. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the long... Paimon's head feels super... Paimon thinks it was... the Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What you...
Well done, Traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for...
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw...
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird with... and... Dunyar's...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat some around.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad...
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh?
Both are fine. Everyone reacts...
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I'll... You mean how the Akasha stops?
Yeah, it's been such a...
It's not that no one noticed.
misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to... even if the truth is that... with their propaganda in play, besides. Anyway, the perspective by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too... There's never been any big problems with the Academia's government. I wonder what caused them to... Even though the city... I tried to do some I think they're deliberately...
Oh, never...
Regardless, I need to first investigate. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy...
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can... The Akasha is... I've always respected my...
What about your own body?
That story begins a long time ago. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages However, I do...
So, the sages...
In some ways, and
Yeah.
Thank you for the trying to find every once in a while. I will also take up the duty...
At the Avidia Forum...
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world, and for...
Yeah, so you do know!
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. As you two probably...
A message from Greater...
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers.
Okay, so what...
I still haven't met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Many devoted... But I believe this is the...
So the tree in the vision was Irmin's? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about...
The Traveler wasn't effect... No. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. Got it. I hope my answers... to be honest...
Oh, and you go and get some sleep.
What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Do either of you...
Maybe you were sleepwalking.
I see. Huh. I should visit my mate.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanagi...
I only wish like...
Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Ad Astra Avisask.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions?
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academy... and if possible, please also use your camera to capture...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not... In that case, please go to Port Arm...
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into it?
From when she said...
So it's been you this whole time?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a... It was another dream. In my dream, I was I also got...
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you
No! By the way, have you...
Yes, I paid her if her condition is stable, but for the moment...
Right.
So our first priority...
Oh, good point.
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done it. I've already tried that. It seems that...
Have you already caught the sage?
I'm guessing not yet. In any case... No way, that...
You mean...
No, doing that would...
That's a good point.
We're in the dark after all.
Nahida.
According...
Okay.
Well, then I should find...
You're saying we should... Oh!
Actually...
Sitaria. We ran into Paimon's...
She was born...
Oh, Paimon?
The name Sitaria. Later on, soon after, the star began... But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound? But she...
Indeed, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's right. That way, not only can we get used from my past observation tomorrow to prepare. This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should... No, I already have talking stuff.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over the divine voice of wisdom?
Huh? Really?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts
It would seem that heart...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. Oh, the gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
Is that so?
If you were to...
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king. When I start talking...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsman.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you...
Speaking of...
I suppose you... After that,
That's nice.
Oh, no, not anymore.
I see. I'll have someone in...
No problem.
Let's dance.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's all... Nahida, you've... It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the
Ah, that's right. After all, but...
What an admirable So this
That's right.
I see.
So, was that everybody? Three... what's... Sataria's already used to avoiding her problems. So we must find a way... I remember you meant... Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate... Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire... Well, King Deshret is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply engaged her... But... So, yep. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never... so that's how you're going to use all the... Exactly. Huh? That's no problem. Huh. Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never... You're not wrong. It's always been picked... if it was at all possible... Yeah. Alright, then...
Don't you think my craftsmanship deserves a higher price?
Oh, here she comes. Satari is here.
Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about...
Okay. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
So, which...
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you...
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long...
I hear you. No problem. The gods are asking. Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone... home? To the gods?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies, and if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and might...
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait, even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia.
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. She looked...
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida.
All I know are... Anyway, enough of that.
She's out of games now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still—
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your—
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of—
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't—
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. But once everything is...
Come on! Cetaria's...
So, Shishan, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as—
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for— In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who were—
Please, please stop!
Even now, Cetaria's still trying to remember.
She can no longer justify everything to her.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guard!
This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please,
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's
heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of
King Deshret, many
Miss Cetaria. No,
you know my name.
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day— You must face the truth, Cetaria. You tread a treacherous path, child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Cetaria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it,
You won't necessarily—
How do you know me so well?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to— If you could provide some assistance in this matter—
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this. Please tell me. I was just one of the designers, but I know very little about the full scope. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's best. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the Academia.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method.
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting that...
All right, I trust you.
So,
that'll depend.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side!
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet... That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight.
Yep, Paimon's right. If something were to happen, my after all.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel? It's the...
No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets.
Huh.
I also can't quite figure...
Well, we're... There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academy. I'll bring my seasonings. This hour of the night.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City! What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because Paimon wasn't counting on... He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like yeah. Now, but what are the Fatui after this? Yeah, Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city, but we can't just keep waiting. You mean? Oh, right! Even though he turned it down, there's no time to lose.
Traveler, you...
Wait, this sounds like...
It is as you...
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avid...
Contaminated?
I don't know about this. The Avidia Forest. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation.
This is forest.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom?
I think we can forego the lost and found report.
One with the forest.
Let the show begin.
Take flight!
Smells like something good is inside.
I'll protect us.
Keep up.
I think we can forego the lost and found report.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around.
Are you mercenaries from the
Corps of We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of
The outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatuia?
Still wasting time on...
You're...
Following order. Can't see?
New punchy.
Let the show begin.
My apologies! Sakura swirl!
I'll uproot you! One with the force. Disappear!
Take flight! Yeah!
I'll protect us.
Embrace the ice!
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Let the show begin.
Take flight! Whirling snow!
You won this one.
Take flight!
I'll protect us.
Take that!
That was pretty rough. Is that what Elite? Yeah. Looks like what? But this doctor. Going up against smart.
Let's dance.
Oh, it's the traveler, Kale. As a result, Oh, Kale. Speaking of.
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to parties.
He left? What?
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari. No. Delete. I know that before he became a Forest Watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Parties DI.
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Parties DI.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari, please send him my regards.
Got it. Will do. This is where you've been, Tainari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tainari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? And tell Tainari?
What happened?
Okay. And you just have us.
Really?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something.
I don't know. It's different from after I got out. I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Traveler.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche.
What do we do?
If memories, a small number grow in Irid. They're expensive. I'll ask the care.
All right.
Contaminated region. Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance.
We feel the same way.
All right, let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also add. There's no time to waste. Excuse me, I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say so.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical, our caravans. All the merchants talked it up.
I don't get it. Raising
Mr. Forest Watcher, we asked around. We can't keep.
So, the bandit. How many people were there?
That crook came?
Nope.
Even if I.
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, it came out of. We were all shocked.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business.
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan.
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
After the goods were stolen, it turns out that many others have also been. However, the caravan whatever the case.
That mechanical 10 of us might. Didn't our salary.
I heard from the caravan. We don't normally. It only shows.
You haven't tried.
We have. However, it apparently once it's stashed.
Come on, we can do it.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method. But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it.
Don't worry, we're professional.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms. Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter.
Then let's get to it.
Okay. We'll start from here. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it.
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were...
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear? Ah! Is that the mechanical?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Let the show begin.
now! Yeah! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Can't see? I hear everything!
Take flight!
Just try to escape this time, you... Hey, playing dumb won't save you.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehend. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owner. You came from the depths of the Contaminate. If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet.
Okay, so you want the crowd to lead us in...
That's right. The Contaminated... If we charge straight... I've been studying...
Paimon gets it now.
It doesn't have to. As long as I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the Contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can...
It seems to be real...
Listen to me. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components, and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have...
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me, just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Wait! Look who you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion.
Actually, it's very smart. Plus, it's not even a pool.
Paimon feels like only the real Nagita could come up.
Huh?
Well, we understand.
When you left, I was instead. He did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was... Luckily, I wouldn't be really... I gave up also.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then... Plus...
We shouldn't give up.
Actually...
Yes, I have. You didn't...
We're looking for a sky...
Okay.
Keep up.
Traveler?
It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise! It's...
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was...
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia, you're Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach part?
My consciousness.
You did it? Congratulations!
When my consciousness...
That sounds incredible!
Oh, remember? My current self has no...
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that.
Hold on.
Where are you?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll...
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see... But how is he connected to the divine consciousness?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Alas, if only that...
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
Ah! You... Why are you so... I found divine wisdom.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right. Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay,
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your butt. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped? Wait, then where is Nahida?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not... Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you any... But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still...
Oh no! Nahida's... Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense! Even in a moonless night... Huh. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But she isn't with...
Paimon,
your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
that's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened.
Tainari?
I did. If I didn't take act now that you met, but I still didn't expect them to do something as the doctor and the balladeer. From your description, but then
Yeah. It feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sages' goals. Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari?
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Ribat. That'll be your... Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help.
Thanks, Tighnari. Hopefully... Just sharpen my spear. Get them!
Windblade!
Whirling snow! Ha! Yeah! Ta! Ha! Ta! Ta! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ta! Out of the frying pan! My apologies! Ha! Ha! Ta! Yeah! Embrace the ice! Yeah! Ha! Ta! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Ha! Eat this!
With the wind!
Take flight! Yeah! Ta! 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 Ha! Ta! Yeah! Ta! Ha! Ready, steady, go! Let's dance! Ink! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! 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 Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ta! Ta! Ha! Ha! Whirling snow! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Snow! Ha! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Ha! La 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 la. Go, Barbara, go!
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Take flight! Ha! Ha! Ta! Yeah! Sakura swirl! Whirling snow! Ha! Ta! Ha! 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 Ta! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Let the show begin. Take flight! Yeah! Yeah! Ta! Ta! Ha! 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 Yeah! Ta! Ha! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Ha! Ta! 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 Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Whirling snow!
Wind blade!
Take flight! Embrace the ice!
Chakra swirl!
Take flight!
Whirling snow!
Disappear!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! My apologies!
You're toast! What kind of funkin' is
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
Windblade!
Whirling snow!
We finally made it to Caravan Rebot. So, just past this wall. Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Ethan went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just...
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like...
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep... All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders!
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia...
Oh, right, you...
I have no interest in... And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still Everyone says the capsule originated in the... Which brings me back to you. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, to have that kind of reaction...
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail.
So that's... But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter.
That's right!
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest...
It's always better to...
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool...
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Alhaitham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon Paimon doesn't think he's as bad.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retreat.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a mattress.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh! What you would do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here, otherwise these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly!
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all...
All right.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot... Well, Sino...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard the sages asked you to investigate a blonde. Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now...
Yes. I was... After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told... Unfortunately, their words can... From my perspective, so... Had I been less...
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using...
I'd already given up on the assignment by them, so it came as quite a surprise.
Criminals do love to...
Even though I ran into the trap, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true.
I'm willing to apologize. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I...
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham. Answer me this.
Have I not made myself...
Fine.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad. And now you, Dia. I believe...
Oh, sorry. What? I had nothing, but then I saw the.
Is that all? Well,
that's more like it.
Whoa! What was that?
No need to worry. Fighting in a sand.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry.
The winds died down. Candace still isn't.
When you put it that way.
Whoa! Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves.
Ah! Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger.
It's been quite a...
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Let the show go!
My apologies!
Yeah! Yeah!
Whirling snow!
Yeah!
Take flight!
My apologies!
Take flight!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
My apologies!
Yeah! I'll protect us.
Take flight!
The creatures stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hand... I am the chief of Aru village.
Sir, I
can't... Besides...
So,
Everything in the natural...
Everyone in...
Village keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Most of them are scholars who lost. The academia believes that they're crazed mutterings.
Alas, but no one in the...
I've had encounters with those people.
The Matra...
Mock me if you will. But if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an...
Is it because you're reminded? But, Is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the... Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far. Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates, the Academia has... When mad scholars first arrive, initially, Aru village was struck suddenly, despite the powerful tremor. After that,
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? Paimon thinks so too.
in theory,
Oh, no wonder.
if you are able to... So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You...
No. Lesser Lord, the Academia, in addition...
No way! Nahida definitely...
I've spent...
Good!
Look, how can this... to think?
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skill... But easier said... Excuse me, are you... Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is...
Is your
Hey, don't...
the person you're
Grandpa, I heard everything.
I was...
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his...
Sorry, I was only listening in.
All right.
La, 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 la. Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best, Isak's parents were both Aram. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa later. However, the scholar was one summer night, so Grandpa walked the next morning. It's said that those who saw this, Isak was thrilled that his...
All this somehow just makes...
Perhaps. It's also my reason.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much! Yeah!
All right. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of...
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean... He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you. All this standing around is making me so sleepy. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know...
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't...
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. Hey, you're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy!
Okay, thank you.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Let's head over there. Stay quiet. Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this—
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
Huh. Now that you say it.
Exactly.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah! Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that King Deshret will...
Hey, go on.
It's true. It's all true, sir. Would you want to live like Delavar also said?
Is that...
seems like...
Please, don't...
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been a...
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you.
Sounds like you're not too close with...
No, of course...
I have many ways, so you'd best don't do...
Yes, yeah.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrible. He didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Join the Aramites and embrace a wonderful new life.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually...
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense.
A certain traveler here, one...
So, you know Taino?
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that I concentrate.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainar? In the forest. From a scholar.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand from the size and shape, they belong. The scent is quite faint.
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with.
Huh? So you can lure someone Hey! What's wrong with...
Exactly. Most scholars are fond, even deep within the clutches of madness.
No.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of...
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my Grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform...
Right. The darker fabric
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Welcome back.
Sounds like everyone...
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So,
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a...
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, they're... Not to mention making incense is a labor and it seems someone from beyond the...
Makes...
So...
If it was any didn't you say that the village...
If Paimon remembers correctly...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection... Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change...
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable...
Let's head out.
Now hold on. Aru Village is not a big place. Outside, the desert is compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual... I need to go around... Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot...
All right! Sounds like a plan! Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon was amazed.
I know what you mean. I had the same also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really... It was only after I grew up that I realized. The Wall of Sumeru is run by wise and mighty. We're cheap labor. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Satar... I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia.
No, besides...
Yep, we got...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so our mission started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern. Just our luck.
You mean, you don't see...
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello!
Anyway, as far as my...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen...
Of course I have.
I've got...
Ah.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep...
Yes, how can...
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is...
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru Village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academy.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal?
So you and Delavar have been partners all—
Dia! But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the—
If that's the case, then
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, you're—
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't—
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity.
See? There you have it.
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Just following orders.
Whirling snow!
Windblade!
My apologies! Yeah!
The show begins.
Impossible!
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you— I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just— And of course you would believe everything, even though you— That so-called that's what you thought. And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. Okay, that should be all.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation.
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh! You mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled big—
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed— Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right?
Wait, so he—
No, he isn't.
Wow!
Ah, you're too kind.
So, that thing you were saying
About
how mercenary—
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary— I've begun to realize that but I see through it all.
Dia.
Anyway. This should be all of them. All right.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on— She's been guarding Aru Village for
Well, I'm
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for the—
A blade embraces its duty. A jeweler cherishes their gems.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any—
Paimon's been—
We've known each other—
Oh, Paimon knows—
Yep, I get— Us mercs.
Well, Paimon thinks—
Really?
Oh, Side
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some
Oh!
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where... Whoa, you look furious.
Do I?
Oh, there's no...
Perhaps I need to... Still.
Yes, please.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones.
Mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers. But there's one thing that I understand better. The people of Aru Village care little about. A war would only cause us to lose.
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know, but...
I'm listening.
You might not believe that some mystery...
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up a...
Yes! It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with... You gotta believe me, please.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. That guy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of... Some time ago, it strikes me now that...
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was They were
Not the academia again.
Just as I... But what could they want with...
People are nothing but tools. Regardless.
You're right.
Time to go.
Yes.
You got it. Can't...
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone... Let's get some Where did you come?
Well,
You were gone for 8... Hey, what's with the...
you never...
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nick... Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru...
Yep. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're a...
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really Not to mention that
Right here in the...
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Remember what Gandis said. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. Glad you're following. Among those you... The reason be...
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority.
Right.
She corrected herself mid-sentence.
I think it's been a few days.
Remember?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that by getting involved with...
I'll pass on this. You said that she is...
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make...
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why is that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. Before, Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another... But even so, we've met lots of... We have friends in
I want to... My apologies for posing my questions like that.
Alhaitham told us you have your reason.
The fact is that I'm... Only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumer. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side. And
speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
yeah. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone.
You can tell them. I'm
All right. I'll tell you, I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strict... Perhaps, it used to be...
I confirmed this with the... But, because we're in the middle...
There's really nothing...
I think they used to use it for treating up...
Yeah!